the fuck are we?
Look how good is the navigator now, huh?
Who the hell are you? Ha! I'm the evil hacker, and with my portable device, I injected RDS TMC messages onto your navigator. So now you're in my power. You are useless. Yes. My navigator. Yes.
Who are you?
I'm the evil hacker, and I have all this knowledge because I follow consequences.
BlackHat!
Best conference in the world.
Recycle movie.
Yes, you're the real man.
Can you feel my power?
Yes.
Love me.
So, as you can see, the whole point is getting laid. And that's what drives our research, okay? So we thought, yeah, so that was the point. We also got quotes. So when we first released the presentation, so the register quote us. So there's an article with Barzani says the whole point is getting laid, which I thought it was like the best news article ever about IT security, right? Because it gets right to the point, okay? So, disclaimer. Your experience may differ, okay? So, we got sniffing of the packets, okay? So, do we want to demo that? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, let us show you how you can sniff packets with this. It's all yours. Take it away. How do you think that would work? The DNS name? That's not
I don't know.
Oh, fuck. So what we're going to show you, so here we got
Where is?
a receiver here. It's your box, don't ask me. So this is our FM transmitter, and this is actually the receiver, okay? And we're not using any antenna here, so we're just going to... Oh, actually, yeah, we have an antenna here. So this is the PC. This is the PCI board, okay? So this is our FM antenna. So we're hijacking a pin here, which is going here through this circuit, okay? And then the output of this circuit is a serial port, which goes back to this computer, okay? So we have kind of a circle here. And then we get the information. And we should get zeros and one about decoded traffic, okay? And that's the first step. If we get it working.
Okay. So let's us to prepare the packets that we want to inject.
No. First sniffing, then injection.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yes, sir.
We should rehearse more, you know? Okay, so that's RDS stream, okay? It's very, very clean because what we're actually sniffing is the packets we're injecting, okay? So since it's like 2 centimeters away, it works, okay? Also, one of the things we're doing it locally is that because we don't really want to send FM transmission to, you know, the entire conference, and that would be very bad. Okay, so let's talk about the injection.
Okay, yeah, we can.
No. Show the slides. Sorry.
What do you want?
Man, you should change your attitude, you know.
Yeah.
So for injecting information, so we can sniff. Okay, so we saw that demo, it works. Yeah, okay. So we can inject information. So for doing that, we use a commercially available RDS encoder. We can build our own, but I mean, we got late, right? So we don't have time for that. And so we use actually a small chipset that you can buy for $40. So this is RDS encoder. Okay, it's very tiny, but it's reasonable to build your own. Okay, so we talk to this device using I2C protocol, which is a very, very simple protocol, okay? So when you buy these things, you get their own software for sending packets. But the thing is that they don't expect you to send TMC information messages. They only expect you to send information about, normal FM transmission. So what we did, since we can talk to the chipset and the data sheet about the chipset is available, we build our own software for talking to it and sending whatever packets we want. Also because in this way, we can send packets at a rate we want. It's not just one packet and that's it. We want to send more packets and cycle and loop for different groups and stuff. So we build our own software for that, which is available here. We work only on this kind of chipset at the moment, but it's very easily adaptable to any kind of RDS encoder that uses the I2C protocol, which is a very, very common thing. Okay. So we set all the parameters, the PI code, the PTY, whatever we want, and then we set the other remaining blocks with our crafted TMC packet. So this is how it works. So right now it's very crude. So because you have to edit the source code for sending whatever packets you want. But so you set a packet in hexadecimal, and here it's converted to binary just for showing you we're dissecting this information. And you can see how this translates to the group code, this translates to B0, then we got TP and so on. And so here we got the extent. This is the event, which in our case, this case is queuing traffic. And here, the last packet, it's all dedicated to the location code. So this 16 bits location code, in this case is 1391, and then you can check against your location table what that code is about, okay? So this is how you craft a TMC packet. So if you can sniff the packets, remember in the decoded output, you also get the raw information. So you see what's going on, you decide, okay, I want to change the event, I want to change the location, I want to change everything. So you rebuild your own string, you convert it to hexadecimal, you put it here, and then you can send it. It takes some time, but it's no more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes of time with a calculator and stuff. So, and how it works, so the circuit, you go on now. So first of all, we use this kind of antenna for sending packets. Okay, so if you ask, silly questions, we're going to hook up this antenna to the transmitter and sterilize you. Okay, so just be careful.
So yeah, our injecting setup is also pretty simple. We use the I2C protocol via parallel port to speak with our RDS encoder. So we are able to send the packets in binary form to the EPROM and store them to the EPROM of the RDS encoder. The RDS encoder output is connected to the MPX input of our FM transmitter, and finally the FM transmitter is connected to the transmitter antenna. The only important thing about the transmitter is that the transmitter is a normal FM transmitter, but since we are transmitting a data stream, we have to take care about the stability of the transmitter. So we have absolutely to use an PLL tuning circuit. In our case, we have used PLL based on the SAA1057 PLL digital tuning, that is an integrated circuit from Philips and other time.
So you need stability because you're sending data, so it really needs to be very stable. Okay, so this is a transmitter which freaked out TSA. So that was the component that looked like a bomb, actually. And so at the secondary inspection, the TSA officer went to this device. There's a nice switch here, and he went, okay, let's try this. Boom! So apparently TSA officers are allowed to make those jokes. If you make those jokes, you get arrested. But they can do that. That's so unfair. Very unfair. I will complain. So, okay, so transmitting FM, so we can tune to arbitrary frequencies with this kind of circuit. You can find lots of schematics on the internet for a fixed transmitter. This one, we can tune whatever we want. And we can cover long distances very easily. So this kind of antenna, if placed like 10 meters from the ground, you know, and you got clear sight, it can cover 2 miles very, very easily with just 1 watt of energy, okay? Which is nothing. It's really nothing, okay? You can very easily, you know, push it to like 10 watts or even 100 watts. I mean, ham radio people do that all the time, okay? So it's very, very easy to have a very, very long range and piss off people big time, okay? So transmitting, the antenna, sterilizer, he was out and resistance is futile. And someone had to be inside the car, like, for testing this thing. So I was inside. So sorry, you cannot have children anymore. Yeah, that could be good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was protected by my Faraday cage. So video clip time. So let me show you how we can completely, so when we transmit, so you're listening to your station, we obscure the signal immediately, okay? So that's when we know it's successful. Oh, I cannot listen to my soccer match anymore. Of course, we try this on Saturdays and Sunday, okay? And the radio station we tried was the one that was transmitting soccer at the moment. And remember, we're in Italy. So that was very, very, very brave. Okay, but of course we did not test in long ranges, didn't we? Because it's legal, so we totally didn't do that, right? We did not. This is our signal. See? That's a carrier tone. So soccer match, no more. Silence. And then you move away from the frequency we're jacking, and then you can see normal stations, okay? So that means it works. So the first thing we need to do is lock in your satellite navigation tuner on that frequency. So what happens? So you got your radio, it has a tuner. Your satellite navigation system has a different tuner for that, okay? So this is absolutely not related to the frequency we're listening to, actually, okay? So the satellite navigation cycles through all frequencies. It stays on a frequency for like 10, 15 seconds. It depends on the manufacturer. It sniffs for 3A packets. If it gets one, okay, I'm going to get TMC message from that station. And then it goes on and goes on, goes on. Okay, is another one. Go on, go on. Okay, is another one. It caches, so you can get 4 or 5 stations that send TMC messages, and then it's going to cycle through all of them, like 1 minute there, 1 minute there, 1 minute there, to get all the messages. So you're not getting messages exclusively from one station. The satellite navigation system combines all the messages from different broadcasters. That's very important to understand. So we want to hijack, we have 2 ways of sending false information. We can either hijack an existing channel. So I know that in my country, the government-run radio station sends TMC information messages. And I know that here they are going to send that on this frequency, okay? So what I can do, I can find a frequency of a station that, sends those messages. I can obscure the channel and then send 8A packets, which are the ones with the events. It's not necessary to send 3A packets if my timing is good enough, because your satellite navigation system already saw that radio station. It saw 3A packets on that. So I can just jump in, obscure your radio station, and send my 8A packets, and then you're going to get them, okay? You gotta be careful with timing, but it's very easy to do once you get practice, okay? And then the sat nav locks on it, and you're good. Or